What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we will be going over the brand new New Year's Dokkan Festival units. And this year, if you haven't seen yet, it's going to be a Super Saiyan Goku and GLORIO from Dragon Ball DAIMA. I think this is actually the perfect pick for New Year's. I didn't think of it too much when I was thinking of what I wanted, but honestly this makes perfect sense and I'm actually so down for it, and I think this is actually very, very hype in my opinion. I know that some people aren't a big fan of DAIMA and stuff like that, but I'm personally a huge fan, and I think this is a very valid pick for this year. This is the GLORIO over here. He's physical, and then the Goku is intelligence. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive into these details, see what these guys can do. If you're new to my channel, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. We are on the road to 210 subscribers, and we are only 2 subscribers away. So it would be much appreciated if you can go ahead and smash that subscribe button and be one of the 2, to get me to the 210 subscribers. It'd be muchly appreciated, to be honest. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive in. So we're going to start with the Goku, since I already have him pulled up here. So he is intelligence, which I think is also the best typing he could have been. I think it's the best fit. Here we go. Here is the leader skill. So the leader skill is Transformation Boost or Dragon Ball Seekers, Key 3, 170. And then the extra 30 is Pure Saiyans and Accelerated Battle. That is a pretty good leader skill. I try to look over some of it before making this video, and I think that is a very good leader skill and is not bad at all. Here is his active, and I guess we're just going to dive in because there's nothing really to look over until we get to the active. Alright, let's see. He activates the entrance animation upon character's entry, of course. 20% damage reduction, 20% dodge for 1 turn from character's entry. So cool little 1 turn boost when he comes in. I like how the entrance is also not restricted to any like category ally or nothing like that. I like how you just get it. That's how most characters should be from now on, to be honest. Alright, let's see. Key 3, 200% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction. So he has 50 so far on the first turn. He has 50% dodge here, so that's 70% dodge on the first turn. My bad. Gains an additional 100% defense and extra 20% dodge as the first or second attacker in the turn. So on turn 1, he can be up to 90% dodge in slot 1 or 2, which is actually very huge. But after turn 1, he has 70% dodge in slot 1 or 2, which is still very good. Gains an additional 100% attack and launches an additional that has a high chance of becoming a super as the second attacker in the turn. So slot 2. You see how much bigger these passive skills get that when you need 2 pages to see the whole thing. Gains an additional 200% defense when it's receiving an attack. That's very big. Gains an additional attack plus 50% up to 200% with each attack evaded or received, including super attack. So, damn, yeah, he seems like he's gonna be very powerful. Another 200% attack there, and then starting from the character's next attack in turn after the character evades the 5th attack in battle, or starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn, an additional 159% attack and attacks effective against all types. He seems like he's going to be very strong. 70% dodge. He seems like a solid dodge second slot unit, and he seems like he's going to actually be pretty strong here. I mean, a lot of attack. I mean, you see 159 here, you see 200%, another 100%, another 200%, with a 70% dodge. But no crit. I don't see no crit. So I think for his passive, not his passive, his hidden potential build, looking like a crit dodge build. Mostly, I wouldn't say mostly crit. I mean, you can split it, dodge and crit. I think that's where you should go there. Because the crit is going to be huge with all this attack. And he doesn't have any crit in his passive, so I think it could be pretty useful. And then dodge, of course, because he's not like a crazy tank or nothing like that. I mean, you do have defense here and there. But it seems more like a dodge unit. So I think he definitely can be powerful with like a crit and a dodge build. His active skill can be activated after evades 5 or more enemy attacks in battle, or starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn. Oh, so that's the same conditions as this extra 159 and attacks effective. And then it massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage, so just the Kamehameha is what that is. If you haven't seen that animation, I fucking recommend you go check it out because it's really good. And it's probably, I think it's the best animation in the game, and my favorite also. So, very nice here. Moving on to the next page, you can actually see his links and categories. One thing I wanted to point out is he's on Time Travelers. Everyone's been talking about it pretty much, on what it could mean. Is it like a spoiler? Is it a mistake? Who knows? I don't know, so don't come to me looking for answers, because I have no idea either. And then over here is where we have his super attack effect, which is greatly raising attack and defense for 3 turns, which is also very good. And then he causes immense damage and raises allies' attack by 41% for 2 turns, which is also very crazy, because if you do 3 supers, what is that, 123% attack. So whoever follows him, whoever's in slot 3, or if you have this guy in slot 1, whoever's in slot 2, he's going to make these allies very strong, which is just what makes, like, what tops him off to be a very good unit. You have this crazy attack support, I mean, a very good dodge unit. I mean, as you see, if we go back to the passive, you have dodge everywhere. 70% dodge in slot 2. So I think he's going to be very nice. He seems like a very, very solid unit. And I like this guy a lot. I mean, I like what they did with his kit and everything, the dodge. And especially with the attack support on supers. He looks very nice. Moving on to GLORIO. Physical. He has an interesting leader skill. He has 2 leader skills, so he's like the Jiren and Roshi. He has 200% to demonic power, which is the new category, which is actually pretty good. And then he has Battle of Wits and Accelerated for 170, and an extra 30 to Dragon Ball Seekers, and if they're not on demonic power. So it seems like actually a pretty solid leader skill there. You actually see his links here. Anyone who wants to know any of that. Here is his passive. Activates the entrance animation upon entry turn, and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming super for 1 turn. Oh, that's interesting. So his entrance animation is literally just 1 super, or an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super. So, nothing too crazy. Key 3, 200%. Launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance to become a super, 50% chance to evade enemy attack. So he also has dodge. Okay. Launches another additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super as the 2nd or 3rd attacker in the turn. All allies keep +1 in attack and defense plus 50% for 3 turns as the 3rd attacker in the turn. Wow, 3 turns support 50% attack and defense 3 turns. That's very good. That's very good. But you would have to rotate this guy off, which actually is unfortunate. But you get that attack and defense for 3 turns. So by the time he comes back, everyone will be supported with that while he's gone. That actually is pretty good. And then he has another additional attack and defense 150% when attacking. Another 50% attack and defense with each attack performed. Wow! Within the same turn with each attack performed. 3 supers, that's another 150. That's very powerful stacking. And then within this... Oh, wait, that's the same line. We're going to have to move on to the next page now. And then plus an additional attack plus 30% and chance of evading enemies' attack plus 10% up to 30%. within the same turn with each super attack performed. Wow. So that gets him up to 80% dodge. So after supering, you're up to 80% dodge, and you're getting more attack also, which is very insane. And then he launches another additional super attack every time the character performs a super attack 3 or more times in battle. Whoa! Up to once within the turn. Of course, this is like this. I think this is like Rosé's ability. I think it was 10 times though. Every 10 attacks or something, he gets another. But his is 3. So if you do 1, 2, 3 on the first turn, because you have that additional. Remember, if we go back to this page here, you have that additional attack that has a 70% super. So if you get that, you have the regular. You proc that. You have an additional up here, which is already 3. As long as you get the super, though. But he has another one here, so that's 4. And then you would already have this 3 procced up, so you can do 5. And then hidden potential. So he can do 6 supers turn 1. If you get all of them to proc and you're in the second slot, because you need the second slot one for this one, he can do 6 supers with the hidden potential. And then after that, he can do 5 with the hidden potential, which is still really good, considering he's getting, look, up here. Where is it? An additional attack and defense plus 50% within the same turn with each attack performed. So if you do 6, that goes up to 300%. Wow. He seems nasty. Okay. Categories are here, not much categories. Wait. He seems nasty. Interesting. Okay. That seems very good. Oh, and also if you do 6 supers... Oh, no, never mind. I thought you could get 7, but it's only once per turn. I forgot that part. Yeah, but still very good. That's very good. He seems very good so far. Active skill can be activated after performing 3 or more supers. That's very quick and very easy. Greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, and has an attack break, which is pretty good. Yeah, he seems nasty. He might be better than the GOKU. Here is his super attack effect. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes immense damage and lowers enemy attack and defense. What's this? And then it gains an additional attack plus 9% and defense plus 6% in battle. Oh, wow. That's more stacking. That doesn't say for the turn. That just keeps going. Alright, so consider... Alright, so let's look at the big picture here. Considering he can do 6 supers, let's say best case scenario, you get 6 supers turn 1. You get in quick maths here. Let's see, 54% attack and 36% defense on turn 1, and then you can do 5 after that, which would be 45, and then 30, and that can just keep happening too. Yeah, so over time, he's only gonna get better over time. And then you also have this part up here with the attack and defense plus 50% within the same turn. So he seems dirty. And then he has 80% dodge. So he can't really get hit. He's going to be doing a lot of damage, and after a while, he's going to be very strong defensively. So even if he doesn't dodge, he's going to be able to tank fairly well. Wow. GLORIO seems really good. Yeah. GLORIO seems really good. I'm not going to jump to conclusions too quick here, but he could definitely be the best TUR in the game. Wow, yeah, he seems insane. Let me know you guys' thoughts on these characters. I'll go back to the card arts here. The GOKU and the GLORIO. Let me know your thoughts. Are you guys going to be summoning, or are you going to be skipping to save up for the big 10th anniversary? That's going to be the video, guys. Yeah, these guys look busted, so I could possibly be summoning. You'll see the summon video when they're out. They'll drop on the 26th. Yeah, they seem very insane, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button for more content like this. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And and we will see you in the next video. Peace.